Tonight, a senior White House official tells us that Iran has agreed to a deal.
Why would they play to President Trump's agenda? They want to humiliate him.
They've taken a pounding.
There's no nuclear weapon.
But certainly this is far from over.
Well, you might not believe this. This might be too good to be true, but it looks like Iran is about to ink a peace deal. And hold on just a second. It involves basically everything. They're giving everything up. Rumor has it, documented right here, I'm looking at it, that they were on their knees begging America to stop. And today is Saturday, so Sunday things might change, and then Tuesday we're fed tacos. But here it is. Jesse will give you the breakdown.
Senior White House official tells us that Iran has agreed to a deal, and that they're 75 to 85% confident it'll be signed within the next couple of days. They're not even negotiating over terms anymore. The framework has been agreed upon. The only discussions left are logistics, where and when to sign it. So what changed? The last 3 days of strikes. The president demonstrated he was willing to resume major combat operations. The Iranians did not want that. The Iranians took a beating on the coastline, territory they've been using to terrorize the Strait. The other game changer? Project Freedom had restarted. The U.S. Navy was secretly escorting tankers through. This really chipped away at Iranian leverage.
My question to you in the comments section, I would love to hear. What do you think? Think this is it? You can put some money on it? Polymarket is there. So do you put your money where your mouth is? I have to be honest, I sometimes feel, or maybe this is what some women feel like in an abusive relationship, right? I love you. I hate you. About this, why don't we go to a nice restaurant? But hold on, let me just turn off all the gas in the house. Please, whatever you do, don't light a match. And I'm so sorry for your bruised eyes. It'll never happen again. As he backhands you, this is what I feel like this excursion. Sorry. 2 weeks. We're good. Also, the amount of money that is made, it's on, it's off. Just give us an hour prior and boom. With leverage, I just made 100%. You did good with the SpaceX, was that 14%? I mean, come on, you're not 50. $50 is what everyone was getting it at. Can't call that wick. It could be one. Also, just in case, if you wanted to know, U.S.-Iranian permanent peace deal, June 15th, couple days, 26%. Let's just say that the free market isn't betting that we all Gucci. Even though we have the bread and circuses, is that what that is? Behind the Capitol currently going on. Look over here. Don't look over there, right? When will people revolt when we have World Cup and UFC? Look how close. We are like this close. Oh, and I heard we're just bringing all of our ships through the Strait. Again, I am not there. I don't know. I know is this stuff, the nuclear material will be destroyed and removed. Yeah, come on in. We did disagree earlier, but now we're going to change our tune. Totally dismantled and no money. Not just that, Fox News is saying Trump just played the ultimate riverboat gambler hand. $1 trillion in damage. A secret Navy operation. This is beautiful. And a historic midnight ultimatum that has the entire globe or global order shaking. Then I'm like, who is the global order? The terms are absolute, no room for error. It's because we went in there and we did all those bombs and they're all scared now. It looks like within the next 24 hours, signed tomorrow, Iran will no longer be pursuing nuclear weapons and the Strait of Hormuz will be open to all. Welcome. The markets rip higher and then lower. If you just knew, right? Okay, Dad, tell them that it's going to, hold on, let me go all in. Okay, tell them that everything's good. Everything's going to be signed. Okay, all right. Now it's off, but hold on. Short. So do you guys know where the buy and sell button is, okay? You buy, it goes up. You click sell, it doesn't mean you exit your position. You can actually make money going down. 2 buttons, life-changing. This at a time where they're like, look over there, don't look over there. We have a dollar shortage, which people get very confused. You will hear it called, oh, it's a currency crisis. See, it's the dollar. Well, it is the dollar. There's no loans. You have India, no bueno. Indonesia, they're shaking in their boots. South Korea, Japan, and it's all that big dollar loans, bond market, and people that are worth, I don't know, managing 2.17 trillion. That is because it's government. They're saying you guys need to run to the bond market. Don't look over here. Don't look over here. Don't ask any questions about the hoax. Look over there. The question is, when is the revolt? We already see the circuses. I just want to know when the revolt is. People have, they've had enough is enough. I can't get a job. My dollar is worth zero. Yet we are printing more millionaires, billionaires, and now trillionaires. What is happening? Why are beef prices soaring? And why did I just lose my job? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. That is because you're in a recession. There's no way you can't. Not with the stock market. But who am I? But underneath the hood, especially the macro hood, which everyone is like, they don't even know where money comes from. When I explain like currency crisis, which is a dollar shortage, the world's in trouble. Almost everything that moves in this world is traded with dollars, and they don't have them. And all of this money is being borrowed, and they need to keep borrowing more. And this is the cycle. Around the world, when their currency fails, prices go up. Then the people in the worlds with a weaker currency, this will drive more dollar demand, and which is kind of crazy too. Around the world, people will save in dollars. It doesn't really happen with us when we're the producer, but these people, it's like, wow, I actually make money when I save in dollars. Just don't. This is not financial advice to be done in the United States of America. And if you want a prime example, and they're losing control of it. Sorry, I'm showing you. Look over here. Don't look over here. You remember that carry trade? Remember Japan, the 160, and they kept defending it? Well, their defenses is broken. They actually spent $76 billion trying to defend this thing, and they're just like, well, guess we lost. This thing may take off like a wildfire. And you got India, you got Japan. They're all doing this. They're trying to suppress it. They burned through their money, about $110 billion. This was not Japan. This is India, and they're doing it in the Forex markets. But again, now everyone just glazes over. Just know a lot is going on around the world. If you live in India, they'll pay you it's over 7%. Well, that's great. Sure. Especially when the U.S. Treasury pays 4%. Also, South Korea's feeling it. And the things like you're seeing your stock market, look at theirs. Theirs fell by 8%. You keeping up on those? It rose again. And then it fell again. And it is volatility insanity. The problem right now is there's not enough dollars. Well, the Fed can just print. They don't print. You need loans, and there ain't loans. It's almost like you take oil and dollars, but if they stop producing it, right, there's no oil, and there's shortages, which is happening right now. I mean, this is pretty easy to explain. India caps fuel sales. Why do they cap sales? Because they don't have it. So they say this is going to avoid shortages, but does it? No, you got to produce it. Now you might ask, well, how do we benefit this? Now, okay. Don't do as I say. This is what the macro experts will tell you. Have a 60-40 portfolio. What's the 40%? It would be bonds. Buy TLT. Look at the charts. Because with stories like this, it has to go. This is it. Defaults. Look, bravo. Here it is. Again, look at the charts. Defaults in the debt markets are starting again, warns PIMCO. Here's the bond giants game plan. Oh, it's a balanced 60-40. I said, Bob, just look at the charts. Oh, this is Bitcoin. I told you guys yesterday. I'm not trusting this. I'm getting to TLT in a second. I'm not going to trust this one. It is a bear flag. I know. Hold on. Let's turn on the 9. You're above the 9. Just let me change this to white so you can see it. Also, in my new course, I really try to keep it without indicate everything as free as possible. But here you go. Here's your 9. You are 1 candle above, but you're under the 20. You're under the 200. You have, it's like a magnum, momentum to the downside. You're in a bear flag. You're in a crypto winter. Yes, I know that is not part of the charts, but I'm telling you, you're being pulled down. I was waiting for a good bounce. I made a killing on the last one. This one, it's more like a break even. This is not the droids I was looking for, nor the bounce. Where can you go? Probably the 20, the 200. You always retest the 20 and 200. On TLT, here's your TLT at 85. Where's the 200? It's above. You're also in my no-no zone. I don't like trading this, although I don't know if you can see it. I see these things in my head, and it's horrible. You have a left shoulder here. You have a head. You have a right shoulder. Here's your neckline. You're going to break it. You're going to go all the way up and retest the 200 and get rejected. Play this all day long, making life-changing money. Do you see another head and shoulders? Do you see this one right here? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, break. You go lower. Another one. Do this every single day. You should go up. Again, you're in my no-no zone. This is a C+ trade at best. If you would like to know and learn how to do this, this is what I teach my student every single day. And you guys, I have over 50,000, between 50 and 60,000 students changing their lives every day. And if it's a few $100, that's what you make a day. Is that helpful? Great. Student does between probably, I'd say, and I show them to you, between 700 and 2,500. Every single day, my student and I trade patterns. And yeah, there's guys, you take gold, but I can tell you where it's going. You're out of one. You have a shoulder, a left, a head, another shoulder, your bull trap, your range, your places that you want to accumulate, then accumulate. For me, I'd much rather every morning, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15, 5, 10, and just click, 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 same patterns. Understand the patterns. They repeat. Your digits go up, and you could even be a lazy man and do this. And here's your economy, and we have AI, and it's all just eating away. And did you hear Anthropic just got shut down by the government? I'll get into that in a second. Male labor. Sorry, my mouth is speaking faster than my brain. Participation among 16 to 24-year-olds has fallen from around 69%, 1948, to roughly 57%. 16 to 24, dudes that are disciplined, confident, social skills, strong, you want to work. 16 to 24, you're not working. What is going on? Well, I know what's going on. There is no trabajar. There is no trabajo. You can't. I get it. Even with a bachelor's, a master's, a doctorate, now you're overqualified. It's tough. That's why I teach you. Click button. Don't be like these people. Oh, let's all go for SpaceX. Bitcoin's at 63. Anyone? Because you know these lines, you can switch it. 6 months, watch. What is that? June, July, maybe January. Come January, watch. Everyone will be like, get out and get in. Kathy just do $444 million in SpaceX. She's been underwater for what, like 7 years? Let me just fact check myself. Worst performing fund in the last 5. At a time that these guys, the guy on the left, he's coming for your job. This is when now they've actually been changing their tune. They used to be very negative. Now they seem to be very positive. AI is going to add so many jobs. Amazon did some snitching. Wall Street Journal is reporting that Amazon reported the jailbreaks to the Department of Commerce, who instituted the ban. So guys look like the big scary Anthropic model just got shut down, which this is just a nightmare scenario wrapped in 3 more nightmare scenarios. With this is what they're saying. Even Elon's, like the symbol he's using, it's talking about, it's this. It's like when the computer intelligence is superior to what we have. Quote, we are so close to these models reaching the level of human intelligence, and yet there doesn't seem a wider recognition in society about what is about to happen. There hasn't been a public awareness of risk. Yeah, you're currently being shut down. Because if you do the math, these things are going to take over. Just a guy over here with a tinfoil hat. What do I know? Again, take advantage of how to click buttons on a screen. $2.99 goes to $3.99 because I'm wrapping up filming. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.